Hello children, welcome back to calculus. In this session we will discuss about parallel lines and a transversal. You all know parallel lines and transversal. What is called parallel lines? Parallel lines are two lines which does not intersect each other. Always the distance between them are equal, that is they have no common point. Then transversal, that is a line intersect two or more lines at distinct points are called a transversal. Also we know that lines are represented by two capital letters or single small letter. Here I draw three lines, this line and this is a line. So this line let it be M and this line let it be N. M is a line and N is a line, and this is a line which intersects this M and N at 2 points, that is this point let it be P and this point let it be Q. That is this line intersects M and N at 2 points P and Q, and so this line is called transversal, let it be L. So M and N are two lines and L is the transversal. Then in earlier classes you studied that when a transversal intersects two lines at distinct points, there forms angle, pair of angles, and their names also you studied. That is here in this point 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 angles formed, and this point also 4 angles formed. Then we can name as this 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. 4 angles, and this 5, 6, 7, 8. This type of angles, that is this M is a line and N is a line. Between M and N 3, 4, 5, 6. That is inside the lines that angles formed. That type of angles are called interior angles. Interior means inside. That is 3, 4, 5, 6 are interior angles. Then exterior. Exterior you know that outside angles. That is here 1, 2 and 7, 8. These 1, 2 and 7, 8 are outside these lines. That is 3, 4, 5, 6 are inside. 1, 2, 7, 8 are outside. So interior angles are angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, angle 6. And exterior angles are angle 1, angle 2, angle 7, angle 8. And we studied that the pair of angles formed by some names. That is, what are they? Corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. Then alternate interior angles. Then alternate exterior angles. Then interior angles. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal. That is, we know that when a line, that is a transversal, intersects two lines, then 4 pair of angles form, and that are called the corresponding angles, alternate interior angles, alternate exterior angles, interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Then corresponding angles. Corresponding angles, that is 1 and 5. 1 is above the line M and 5 is above the line N, and 1 and 5 are the left side of the transversal. So angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles. Then 2 and 6. 2 and 6 are right side of the transversal and above the lines, that is angle 2 and angle 6. And 3 and 7. 3 is below the line, 7 is below the line and right side of the transversal. So angle 3, angle 7. Then next angle 4 and angle 8. 4 and 8 are left side of the transversal and below this line. So angle 4 and angle 8. So the corresponding angles are 1 and 5, 2 and 6, 4 and 8, 3 and 7. These are called corresponding angles. Then alternate interior angles. Interior means inside. 3, 4, 5, 6 are the inside angles. Then alternate means both sides of the transversal. That is, one is left, then next is on the right. Here 4 and 6. 4 is the left side of the transversal and 6 is the right side of the transversal. So alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles are 4 and 6. One pair is 4 and 6, then the next pair is 3 and 5. That is 3 is right side and 5 is left side. So 3 and 5. Angle 3 and angle 5. So alternate interior angles. Then what about alternate exterior angles? Exterior means outside the line. That is 1, 2, 7, 8 are the exterior angles. Then alternate means one is right and one is left. That is 1 and 7. That is 1, 2, 8, 7. Alternate both sides. That is one is left and one is right. Here 1 is the left and 7 is right. 2 is right and 8 is left. So the pairs are angle 1 and angle 7, angle 2, angle 8. Then interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal. That is interior angles 3, 4, 5, 6. They are on the same side. That is 4 and 5 are left side, 3 and 6 are right side. So interior angles on the same side of the transversal are angle 4, angle 5 is one pair, and angle 3 and angle 6 is another pair. So when a transversal intersects two lines, corresponding angles formed, alternate interior angles formed, alternate exterior angles formed, interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Then interior angles on the same side of the transversal also called consecutive angles or allied angles or co-interior angles. That is interior angles on the same side of the transversal also called consecutive angles, allied angles, co-interior angles. We usually say alternate angles, that means alternate interior angles. Consider M parallel to N, that is this line is parallel to this line. M is parallel to N. Then let us find out the relation between the angles formed. Then we know that when a transversal intersects two lines, then corresponding angles form. Then alternate interior angles formed. Then alternate exterior angles formed. Then interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Same side of the transversal. These types of angles are formed when a transversal intersects two lines. Then we can say an axiom. That is, if a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then the corresponding angles formed are equal. It is if a line intersects, that is if a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then the corresponding angles formed are equal. Here what are the corresponding angles? 1 and 5. So we can write 1 equal to angle 5. Then 2 and 6. Angle 2 equal to angle 6. Then 3 and 7. Angle 3 equal to angle 7. Then 4 and 8. Angle 4 equal to angle 8. That is, these are the corresponding angles. So once more, if a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then the corresponding angles formed are equal. Here 1 and 5, 2 and 6, 4 and 8, 3 and 7, that all are equal. The converse also true, that is if a transversal intersects two lines, then the corresponding angles formed are equal, then we can say that two lines are parallel. Then another theorem, if a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then the alternate interior angles formed are equal. Here alternate interior angles are 4 and 6, 3 and 5. So this implies angle 4 equal to angle 6, angle 4 equal to angle 6, angle 3 equal to angle 5. That is, if a transversal intersects two parallel lines, each pair of alternate interior angles formed are equal. The converse also true. That is, if a transversal intersects two lines, then each pair of alternate interior angles formed are equal, then that two lines are parallel. Then another theorem, if a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then the interior angles formed on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. Supplementary means the sum of that angles are 180 degree. That is, if a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then the interior angles formed on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. So here angle 4 and 5 are interior angles. 4 plus 5 we get 180 degree. And also 3 plus 6, 3 and 6 are interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Angle 3 plus angle 6 also 180 degree. That is, angle 4 and angle 5 are supplementary, angle 3 and angle 6 are supplementary. Converse also true. That is, if a transversal intersects two lines, then the interior angles formed on the same side of the transversal are supplementary, then that two lines are parallel to each other. So these three we can say together. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of corresponding angles is equal, each pair of alternate interior angles is equal, each pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal is supplementary. The converse also true. That is, if any one of them is satisfied, then that two lines are parallel to each other. That is, if a transversal intersects two lines, then each pair of corresponding angles is equal, then the lines are parallel to each other. Or each pair of alternate interior angles are equal, then that pair of lines are parallel. Or each pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal is supplementary, then also that two lines are parallel. That is, if a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of corresponding angles are equal, alternate interior angles are equal, interior angles on the same side of the transversal is supplementary. Clear? Lines parallel to the same line. Then let us consider a line. This is L, and I draw another line. This is M, and one more line. This is N. Consider L is parallel to M, and also L is parallel to N. That is, this line is parallel to this line, and this line also parallel to this line. Then we can draw a transversal, and let it be T. And this meet the line here, L at P, and M at Q, and N at R. So here pair of angles formed, that we know. A transversal intersects two or more lines, then pair of angles formed. Then what about this angle? This, and this. That is, here we can say 1 and 2, then 3. Then consider L parallel to M. That is, L is parallel to M. Therefore, we can write angle 1 equal to angle 2. The reason is corresponding angles. Then corresponding angles, that is, if a transversal intersects two or more lines, the corresponding angles formed are equal. That we know. That theorem we also called corresponding angle axiom. That is, we know that if a transversal intersects two or more lines, then the corresponding angles formed are equal. That is, angle 1 equal to angle 2 corresponding angles. Then L is parallel to N. This line is parallel to N. So we can write angle 1 equal to angle 3. Again, corresponding angles. That is, L is parallel to M, therefore 1 equal to 2, and L is parallel to N, therefore 1 equal to 3. 1 equal to 2 and 1 equal to 3. Therefore we can write 2 equal to 3. That is, this angle equal to this angle, 2 equal to 3. Then which implies that M is parallel to N. That is the converse of corresponding angles axiom. That is, if a transversal intersects two or more lines, the corresponding angles formed are equal, then that two lines are parallel. So we can write angle 2 equal to angle 3, therefore M parallel to N. That means if L parallel to M and L parallel to N, then M parallel to N. That is, lines which are parallel to the same line are parallel to each other. Here lines M and N are parallel to the same line L, then M is parallel to N. That we can write as a theorem. That is, lines which are parallel to the same line are parallel to each other. Lines which are parallel to the same line are parallel to each other. Now this session we will wind up. You study well this concept. I hope you understood all these concepts. Using this we can prove so many problems. Okay. And if you like this video, please like and share and subscribe my channel. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.